The Garden of Eden was the original mystery school. It was founded by Lord Maitreya to train sons and daughters of God to become spiritual adepts, initiates of the highest order, that they might go forth from the mystery school to raise the consciousness of the children of God, explains Elizabeth Clare Prophet in her keynote lecture delivered during the class of soul evolution. When tempted of the serpent to eat the fruit, many of Maitreya's students disobeyed him, even though the Lord had told them that in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. These students of the mystery school believed the serpent's equivocation. Ye shall not surely die, and partook of the forbidden fruit. Thus were twin flames corrupted by the subtle serpent philosophy of these false gurus, false teachers, and false prophets. All who entered into this act of disobedience paid the ultimate price. The flame of their immortality was snuffed out. Thus we knew that our souls had become naked, in other words, without a wedding garment, and that they were now mortal. Grief-stricken, we went out and went forth from Eden, literally driven out by the Lord God, our Lord Maitreya. And so Adam and Eve and many sets of twin flames were consigned to the earth plane and to these earthly bodies. Here is Jesus' parable of the marriage feast and the wedding garment. The scene of the marriage feast takes place on the third level of the etheric octave. So ponder this as I read this, because when we realize where the setting of this is, the third level of the etheric octave, it opens a greater understanding to this parable. The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, the king sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies, his angels and hierarchies, and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city. Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all, as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he immediately spotted there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And the man was speechless. Then the king said to his servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness, the physical octave. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So I start out by telling you the deathless solar body is that body of light that is spun out of the light of the devotees, I am present, and woven around the soul by invoking and multiplying God's holy energies through the practice of meditation, mantra, and the science of the spoken word. The deathless solar body is also referred to, there's a number of names, so we need to kind of get our terminology straight. It's also referred to as the seamless garment, the wedding garment, the ascended master light body, and I believe in Buddhism, the Nirmanakaya, which is the ascended master's body of creation. Our beloved great Lord Mahachohan explains, for you see, when we find initiates of the flame of life who have diligently woven the wedding garment, then we can invite these souls, even before their transition and their ascension, to journey to places and to octaves and to retreats that are otherwise close to that aspect of the evolution of humanity who have not yet woven this garment of light. This is the meaning of the parable of Jesus. Friend, how came thou in without a wedding garment? It means there are places in the vastness of creation where the soul cannot be received without that wedding garment, that deathless solar body. Therefore, it is up to you. You must choose what you will wear to the marriage feast, what you will wear to the marriage and the supper of the Lord, and by your choosing, either you will be taken into the Holy of Holies or cast into utter darkness, where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth. And when your desire is to go through this process of weaving the wedding garment, simply petition our great Lord, saying, this part we give together. O Lord Mahachohan, I desire to no longer stand naked, finding myself without the seamless garment, dwelling in the consciousness of sin, and running for the fig leaf consciousness like Adam and Eve. O Adam, where art thou? Eve, where art thou? Art thou naked without the wedding garment of God? Oh, I would have the wedding garment, Mahachohan. Tell me how to weave that garment, as it is my desire to shed the shroud of mortality, the filthy rags I have created, and exchange my earthly garments with a force field of the glorious resurrection spiral. Continuing our teaching, the hierarchies of light will not strip you of the garments of the four lower bodies and leave you bare, standing there naked before the world, before the forces of destruction and the forces of construction. You would be vulnerable, for there are scars and rents in your garment of light as you have suffered trauma in this and previous embodiments. They are caused by all manner of intrusions, tears that have come from encounters on the astral plane, or violent misuse of the light from the rhythms of Antichrist, and all manner of attacks upon your soul. Understand, then, that the angels must leave you with some clothing to wear, even if it is the tattered garments of your own ego. For even this force field in all of its density affords the soul some measure of insulation against the fallen ones. So you must desire and work on, even lifetime after lifetime, the changing of your garments, substituting thread by thread new ones to replace the soiled old ones. And when your mastery is won, the coats of skin, your four lower bodies, must give way to that higher light body, that deathless soul or body consciousness of the Son, and the only begotten of the One, of the Father, Mother God. The deathless soul or body then becomes the matter coordinate of your great causal body in the ascended master octave above. For one day, like the ugly duckling that turned into a swan, your aura will become the wedding garment of the Lord, steely white light, reinforced by the divine radiance that no man can touch, that literally transforms the outer man into the perfection of the presence, preserved forever intact, expanding its light and glowing as it glows with the fires of home and divine love. Our beloved Linnell explains that the parable of the wedding garment is clear. No matter how much the Father, Mother God may love a soul, unless the soul is wearing the wedding garment at the conclusion of its opportunity for incarnation, the judgment of the lawgiver must ring forth. Bind him hand and foot and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Therefore, let all know, many are called, but few are chosen. And this is why our Blessed El Morya asks you to specifically call to the angels who are the weavers of God. The weaving angels come to reweave, and they are experts. They fill in those holes in your finer body, so you'll never even know that there was a tear or a hole there. They will assist you to fashion your wedding garment with skeins of light substance from your presence, in tandem with your soul and your Christ consciousness. So understanding this, let us invoke their assistance, these mighty weaving angels, with the weaving of your seamless garment, without which you cannot ascend to God in this life together. In the fierceness of the fire of Serapis Bay and Amun Bay, I invoke the fiery mantle, the cloak of light of the ascended Lady Master Clara Louise, beloved Lord Morya El, the Mahachohan, Leto, Goddess of Light, mighty Estrella, Guruman Lanello. Descend from cosmic heights with the angels known as the weavers of God, joined by angels of the violet flame, angels of the blue ray, as well as emerald green healing angels that can accelerate the mending and repair of my garments. Let these angels come with golden threads of light from Lord Maitreya and skeins of light substance from the heart of my own mighty I Am Presence, to reweave and repair any rents or tears in my finer bodies, that I will never even know there was a hole there. O weavers of God, come to mend the broken threads in the delicate lace of the veil of my virginity. Come to reestablish the virgin consciousness, accelerate the healing of my four lower bodies, the filigree layers of light that comprise my etheric, mental, and astral sheaths. Mend these many layers that I need as a shield from psychic forces, that I will never know that there was a tear there. Let the weavers come with dispensations from Alpha and Omega for the accelerating fashioning of my deathless solar body. Thus I say, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, which is established around me, the balance and harmony of the cosmic interchange, Alpha to Omega, and Omega back to Alpha, the whirling presence of the Tai Chi of the Father, Mother God. And thus I declare, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. O my mighty I Am Presence with me, shining in all the splendor of the Father, Mother God, thou who dost continually radiate to me joy, 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 descending my crystal cord in a bubbling stream of love and joy. The crystal fire mist of Alpha and Omega, the identity, being, and consciousness of God in as the white fire core of being. And thus I declare, I am Alpha, I am Omega, I am Omega, I am Alpha, where I stand. I am Alpha and Omega in the white fire core of being. I am Alpha and Omega in the white fire core of being. I am Alpha and Omega in the white fire core of being. O my Father, O my Mother, let light descend into this temple. Let there be the descent of a filigree of light substance, that it begin as a body of light in the heart of my God presence. Let it descend around me and through my chakras, and as that light cascades into my heart chalice, and again returns to the heart of my presence, weaving interconnecting filigree spirals of light, that descend and descend around me until the seamless garment is all gold and purest white, and my wedding garment is suddenly unveiled. Understand now that the weaving of the body of light, known as the deathless solar body, is a cooperative process between your soul and the matter universe as she consciously draws down the holy energies of God and the great God self in the higher octave, weaving the wedding garment spun out of the light of the sun of that presence. You need the assistance also of your holy Christ self in this monumental task. You need to match the light God gives you daily over the crystal cord with your own sowings of light. Now meditate upon the wholeness suspended above your spherical self, the I am presence. Feel the light of your presence flowing in the great cosmic interchange from above to below, from below to above, from the mighty I am presence above you to the soul below and within. And as the light of your presence descends, drop by drop over the crystal cord, stamp this light with the quality of your heart flame of love, purity, and devotion here below. For the weaving of the garment is with the flame of love, love that is manifest in the purity of devotion, the clearing of your being of all extraneous thoughts and feelings, the flushing out of the sun centers so that love can flow. Now, in deepest adoration of the God flame, send this purified energy up from the heart. See it ascending through the throat, through the third eye, and the crown at the top of the head. Up, up, up the silver cord into the hands of your holy Christ self for the transmittal to the heart of your I am present. And visualize your great God self weaving the wedding garment as I make the following invocation. Almighty God, I am, take these energies I have qualified and purified with my heart's love, and lovingly weave the great deathless solar body. Let it be woven as the wedding garment of the Lord. Let it be woven as the seamless garment of God that I will one day wear as my unique ascended master light body. My seamless garment spun out of the light of the sun, out of the energies of Alpha and the energies of Omega, and the original pristine pattern of God for my life stream. Can you see your wedding garment? If so, fix in your mind a clear picture of this wedding garment spun out of your heart's pure love as it descends from your presence down and around the silver cord, enveloping your life stream in those tangible and vital essence currents of the ascension. And as you invoke daily your own deathless solar body, call then for the convergence of that pattern upon your own aura. Call then for the filling in of the pattern with skeins of light, with veils of the mother, with the weavings of the soul and the virtues of your causal body. Feel how it conforms to your inner self, because it is spun out of the energies of God, spun out of the original pristine pattern of God for your life stream. This body of light embodies within itself the qualities of your I am presence with all its God magnificence, while also possessing conformity to the human. Thus it is able to conform to the highest in man of the divine nature which he has externalized in the world of form. and it finds an anchor point in the human octave through all of the qualities and character of man, which are congruent with the divine. Take time to visualize yourself each day, diligently sewing on the wedding garment, sewing on the garment of the bride of the soul, meticulously working on that garment for hours and hours, embroidering the delicate flowers, the roses and the violets, the forget-me-nots and the lilies, placing it around your soul. And when you look upon your brothers and sisters of light, see how no two among you have woven the same wedding garment, for each garment will bear the design of the flower of your soul identity, the symphony of your twin flame, the keynote of your life, and the seal of your divine plan fulfilled. You now correctly say, "O Lord Mahachohan, how will I know when my soul is weaving the wedding garment?" And our dear Lord replies, "By a feeling of comfort around your form that is like unto a swaddling garment placed on a newborn child. It is a feeling of being in the warmth of God, in the bunting of the new baby. It is a feeling of the flow of light around the aura of the head. It is the feeling of being clothed upon and no longer standing naked, finding oneself in the consciousness of sin and running for the fig leaf consciousness. Adam, where art thou? Eve, where art thou? Art thou naked and without the garment of God? Then raise and exalt the vision and behold the face of God. Behold him face to face and see the immaculate concept as he manifests in brother and sister. For along the homeward path, you must recognize God in all whom you meet. And when you see the smile of the mother gazing upon you with that love, you will know that she has beheld within your soul the reality of God. And her joy is a joy incomparable to find God here in this earthly plane. Let us seal our meditative position. Excuse me. Let us seal our meditative petition together. In the name of the living word, I consecrate my life, my light, my love, my wisdom to God's holy purposes, as day by day I am putting on the deathless soul or body, weaving the seamless garment of God, the wedding garment of my soul, the bride-to-be of my holy Christ self, the mystical robe that I will one day wear to my ascended master light body. And one fine day in the cosmic mirror, my soul does behold and see, yes, my Lord, I am ready. Alpha, Omega, I am ready. O my Father, O my Mother, I am coming home. I pray it so. Amen.